Welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the fascinating world of human behavior and psychology. Today, we're going to explore a topic that might make you feel a bit uncomfortable, but it's crucial to understand: how narcissists control you without you even noticing. Have you ever found yourself in a relationship or friendship where you constantly feel drained, confused, or like you're walking on eggshells? You might be dealing with a narcissist. These master manipulators have a toolkit of subtle strategies that can leave you feeling powerless and questioning your own reality. Let's start by understanding what narcissism really is. It's not just about being self-centered or vain. Narcissistic personality disorder is a complex mental health condition characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. But what makes narcissists truly dangerous is their ability to manipulate and control those around them. One of the most insidious tactics narcissists use is called gaslighting. This term comes from a 1938 play called Gaslight, where a husband manipulates his wife into believing she's going insane. In real life, gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where the narcissist makes you question your own memory, perception, and sanity. They might deny saying something you clearly remember, or insist that an event happened differently than you recall. Over time, this constant doubt can erode your self-confidence and make you more dependent on the narcissist for validation. Another subtle control tactic is love bombing. At the beginning of a relationship with a narcissist, you might feel like you've met your soulmate. They shower you with attention, affection, and gifts. They seem to understand you perfectly and make you feel special. But this intense courtship has a sinister purpose. It's designed to create a strong emotional bond and dependency, making it harder for you to leave when the abuse starts. Once they've hooked you, narcissists often employ a technique called intermittent reinforcement. This is a pattern of unpredictable rewards and punishments that keeps you constantly off balance. One day they might be loving and attentive, the next cold and distant. This inconsistency creates a powerful psychological effect, similar to gambling addiction. You keep hoping for those moments of affection, even as the overall relationship becomes more and more toxic. Narcissists are also masters of emotional manipulation. They know how to push your buttons and trigger your insecurities. They might use subtle put-downs or backhanded compliments to undermine your self-esteem. For example, they might say something like, "You look nice today for once." These comments are designed to keep you seeking their approval and validation. Another tactic to be aware of is triangulation. This is when a narcissist brings a third person into your relationship dynamic to create jealousy, competition, or doubt. They might constantly compare you unfavorably to an ex, a coworker, or even a celebrity. This serves to keep you insecure and always striving to prove your worth. Narcissists also excel at playing the victim. When confronted about their behavior, they'll often turn the tables and accuse you of being the abusive one. They might dramatically overreact to minor criticisms or perceived slights, making you feel guilty for even bringing up your concerns. This victim mentality allows them to avoid taking responsibility for their actions and keeps you in a constant state of trying to make amends. One particularly effective control tactic is isolation. Narcissists often work to separate you from your support network of friends and family. They might criticize your loved ones, create conflicts, or simply monopolize all of your time and energy. The more isolated you become, the more dependent you are on the narcissist, and the harder it is to see the reality of the situation or get help. It's also important to understand the concept of narcissistic supply. This refers to the attention, admiration, and emotional energy that narcissists crave. They view people as sources of supply rather than as individuals with their own needs and feelings. This is why they can be so charming and attentive when they want something from you, but quickly become cold or angry when you set boundaries or fail to meet their expectations. Another subtle control tactic is the use of guilt and obligation. Narcissists are experts at keeping a mental tally of everything they've ever done for you, no matter how small. They'll remind you of these favors constantly, making you feel indebted to them. This creates a sense of obligation that can keep you trapped in the relationship long after you've realized it's unhealthy. Narcissists also use a technique called future faking. They'll make grand promises about the future, a dream vacation, a perfect life together, or amazing career opportunities to keep you hooked. These promises rarely materialize, but they're enough to keep you holding on, always hoping that things will get better. One of the most damaging aspects of narcissistic abuse is how it affects your sense of reality. Narcissists are often pathological liars, and they lie with such conviction that you start to doubt your own perceptions. They might rewrite history, deny saying things you clearly remember, or insist that you agreed to something you know you didn't. This constant gaslighting can leave you feeling confused, anxious, and unable to trust your own judgment. It's also crucial to understand the narcissistic cycle of abuse. This typically involves 3 stages: idealization, devaluation, and discard. In the idealization phase, the narcissist puts you on a pedestal, showering you with attention and affection. This is followed by the devaluation phase, where they begin to criticize, belittle, and manipulate you. Finally, in the discard phase, they may leave you for someone else or simply withdraw their affection entirely. However, this cycle often repeats, with the narcissist hoovering you back in with promises of change or renewed affection. So, how can you protect yourself from these subtle manipulation tactics? The first step is awareness. By understanding these strategies, you're better equipped to recognize them when they're being used against you. It's also crucial to maintain strong boundaries and a support network outside of your relationship with the narcissist. Remember, you don't have to tolerate abuse, no matter how subtle or well-disguised it might be. If you recognize these patterns in your own relationships, it may be time to seek help from a therapist or counselor who specializes in narcissistic abuse. In conclusion, narcissists are master manipulators who can control and abuse their victims without them even realizing what's happening. By understanding their tactics, we can better protect ourselves and others from their harmful influence. Remember, you deserve relationships based on mutual respect, empathy, and genuine care, not manipulation and control. Thank you for watching this video on how narcissists control you without you noticing. If you found this information helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel for more insights into psychology and human behavior. Until next time, stay aware, stay strong, and take care of yourself.